Canadian icon. With a career spanning over 6 decades, you know him from his roles in Titanic, Legally Blonde, and Alias. And now he's receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Forest City Film Festival in his hometown of London, Ontario. Please welcome the one and only Victor Garber.
I had no idea. I would have worn better shoes. I thought I was just going to be like hidden in my after tucking. My stomach is sticking out.
Oh,
okay.
we got a friendly audience here.
I'm calm now.
Okay.
Look at this lovely group of people.
It's honestly, it's such a delight to come in and see so many excellent faces, including yours today, Victor.
I'm so glad I came here.
Oh my gosh. Well, first off, huge congratulations on this incredible award. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Now, when you first started acting, did you think ever that you'd be accepting a Lifetime Achievement Award in your own hometown?
No.
No. Okay. What does this mean to you?
Well, part of it is, I think, is this it? Am I done?
Oh, yes.
You know,
the Lifetime thing is scary.
Lifetime Achievement, and then what? No, honestly, this was extremely, I'm kind of overwhelmed by the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then coming to Toronto, back where I grew up and started my career, and the response I've had from people like this, you know, and you, it's like, oh, I have to be nicer to myself.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm very, you know, I criticize, self-critical, as we all are, to some degree. But I'm just trying to honestly take it in, and you know, being here is just a wonderful experience for me.
I think that's so important because I can imagine in your line of work, it can be not isolating, but insular. Like you can really kind of think about what you've done yourself, but it's different when somebody else says, "Hey, good job."
Oh, always, and you know, really, you know, when I was a kid starting out in London, Ontario, at the Grand Theatre, you know, I realized that the theatre was my refuge. That's where I could be my true self, which is odd because you're playing other people.
Yeah.
But that's a therapy session I don't want to get into. But it's you know, it's my greatest joy to be able to do things that affect people's lives and to play characters that, you know, even I love playing nasty people. And, because because everyone has a story and everyone comes from something, and acting allows you to really explore what that is.
Totally true.
And I'm still trying to explore it with myself. But I'm okay.
Well, now before we get into your iconic roles and acting in general, you actually started out as a folk singer. Correct?
I was a folk singer in London, and then I moved to Toronto. I moved to Toronto when I was 16.
Yes.
I didn't finish high school. I never actually had an education. And so I played the guitar and washed dishes at the Penny Farthing coffee house in Toronto on Yorkville when it was still it was starting to move on, but it was still Yorkville. It was still before it got very gentrified.
Fancy.
Fancy. You know, I like fancy. Don't get me wrong. But it was and I would wash dishes and then go out and play the guitar and sing and pass around a hat.
Like the Sugar Shop, right?
The Sugar Shop came much later.
Later, okay.
Yes, and that was a Canadian group that was we did a Mamas and Papas version of oh my, there we are.
There we are, yeah.
Look at the hair and look at and look at the chain. I had hair. Yeah. And the chain link vest.
Very cool. Very cool. Seems comfortable.
And that was I mean, it was a successful Canadian group.
Yeah.
I mean, we recorded an album on Capitol Records, and I've had a lot of different, you know, sometimes I think, oh, right, I did that too.
Yes.
You know, because it's
you get reminded of it because you kind of forget. It goes back to what you were saying before you.
Forget a lot.
Yeah. Well, soon after that, you had your breakout role playing Jesus in the 1972 Toronto production of Godspell.
Yes. After the Sugar Shop and everything, anyway, yes, I auditioned for the Godspell in Toronto and got the role of Jesus, and that was a life-changing experience.
Completely.
And everybody in it, and now they're doing a documentary.
Oh, are they really?
Yes, on that company, how that happened, that so many, because it was a kind of a...
It was a stacked cast.
Stacked is the word.
I know. We got Eugene Levy, Martin Short, Andrea Martin, just to name a few.
Gilda
Radner. Oh my gosh.
Yes, yes. It was really Paul Schaefer was the musical director. I mean, and by the way, we were all completely unknown.
Yeah, yeah.
So
what does that like pressure cooker look like? Like how did that?
Well, it was, you know, I knew I was surrounded by brilliant people.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't believe how fortunate I was to be a part of this group and to be their Jesus in it's this beautiful show. You know, because it was all about, even though I was a Jewish kid and had a bar mitzvah, but so did Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because brought up in a Jewish home, and I thought, is this okay to be playing Jesus?
Yeah, yeah.
But then when I realized
he was Jewish.
Show, also everything that I was saying on stage, I completely believed.
Yeah.
So you know, I was like, oh, this is right.
Yes.
You know. So anyway, that's why it's so weird that we can't all get along.
Yes, yes. Now I will say this kind of propelled your television and your film career. I mean, where do I even begin? Sleepless in Seattle. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Titanic, Alias, Legally Blonde. My personal fave, Cinderella with Brandy.
Really?
I love that movie.
I love that too.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you got to be married to Whoopi Goldberg.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
We're still close.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Is there a role for you that stands out?
You know, I wouldn't even know where to begin, but I mean, because everything sort of led to something else.
Yeah.
And, you know, I really feel like I've been blessed to have the career I've had, and I don't really have favorites, but I will say, you know, Alias with Jennifer Garner, that, and Family Law.
Yeah. Yes.
Hello, Canada.
Yes. Yeah.
It's coming back.
Yes.
Don't panic.
Yeah. Victor, huge congratulations. Thank you so much for being here.
What a
oh my
pleasure.
gosh. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.